Today's episode, I have no idea where I want to start first. It is still light outside, so I think I'll start with the spooky stuff first because that's kind of short.
All right.
You know, there was an episode where I said, next episode, I'm gonna come back with a story, okay, about Dwens.
That was the last
That
time we
never
recorded.
came. No, that
Yeah,
wasn't the last time we recorded.
it
That was
was.
not. No, it was not. It
Or was it
was
the
not.
time with Sid?
I think it was the time with Sid.
Okay.
Right. But anyway, I it has come to mind every time I set up for a pod and I'm like, I should tell my story. But at the same time I don't want to. So because it's relatively short, so since I have this one here, I'm gonna like tell you it one time. Have you heard of first of all, have you watched Princess and the Frog?
Of course.
Of course. Okay. Have you watched how many have you watched? Do you know of a entity I would say as Baron Samedi?
Baron Samedi.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little rundown on this on this thing, right? This entity known as Baron Samedi. Baron Samedi is basically the god of death, the Iwa of Haitian voodoo. He wears a top hat, a black tailcoat, and a skull-painted face. His dominion extends over the crossroads of life and death. He is both revered and feared for his profound connection to the afterlife. He presides at the crossroads of the living and the dead to ensure that souls transition safely to the underworld. He isn't only a guide, but also a protector who ensures that the dead are respected and that their final rites are properly performed. This is essential for maintaining balance and ensuring that malevolent spirits don't wreak havoc among the living. He's characterized by a mocking personality and is known for his crude humor and fondness for disruption. He appeared in films such as Zombie Child and The Princess and the Frog as Dr. Fletcher? I can't remember his name. The witch doctor from Princess and the Frog.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was, don't ask me why I was learning about these types of gods. Okay, I was learning of the different gods of death, and I'm like, wait, this dude sounds like this guy from Princess and the Frog,
Yeah,
minus the skull-painted
sounds
face.
similar. Yeah, sounds similar.
Yeah, I was like, oh, interesting. So that's cool. I want to talk about that because I feel like watching Princess and the Frog again. And for those of you that didn't know about the god of like the Haitian god of death, then you know about it now. But onto Dwens, right?
Ah, yes.
Dwens are weird. And for those of you that don't know what Dwens are, they're basically, at least in Caribbean folklore, where I am from, they are characterized as small children who have backwards facing feet. Some illustrations also depict them wearing very large straw hats that cover their face.
Yes.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the type of straw hat that Luffy wears, that's a totally different straw hats. Just putting that out there.
Cannot. But anyway. Dwens, I also heard people call them duendes, okay? They are basically children who were not baptized before they died. And they are cursed to roam the earth as those entities. They typically mimic voices of loved ones, and they usually lure children into, the forest to get lost. And then God knows what has happened to them after that, okay?
They somehow magically transform into a dweller as well. I don't know how, but I guess they do.
Like I said, to do God knows what to them, okay? But yes, the children that do go missing also end up turning into Dwens themselves. But I think that's only for children who are not baptized, right? If I remember correctly. I could be wrong, because I haven't heard stories about Dwens in a very long time.
Yeah, same.
But they usually follow children that are not baptized. So make sure and baptize all your children now, please and thanks. Okay? Oh, right. One of the rules, this goes for mimics as well. If you hear something call your name, no, you didn't. Don't answer it.
Yes.
Don't answer it. Do not go looking for it. Do not follow the voice, okay? Wherever you heard the sound, do not answer it. Mom had this protocol. She was like, listen, you keep asking me if I call you. I never call you. If I call you, I will call you more than once. But this caused a rift because, well, an issue, not a rift. Okay, see, mom had a problem, right? of forgetting, of forgetting that she gave me specific rules to follow because of where we live. So she
Right.
told me this rule. She would follow it for like a month, and then after a month, she forgot about the rule. So she would call me. I will not answer. She would call me again, and then I would go, right? She probably like called me like 3 times, but on the third time I was like already behind her. And then she's like, so you didn't hear me calling you? Why you can't answer me the first time? And I'm like, because you said not answer you. I am a bit confused. You told me specifically, do not do this because evil spirits are gonna try to get me. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, right, okay. So, anyway, so that's one way you can try to, save your child or yourself from being abducted by these entities that like to mimic voices. Zombies also do that. I'm not going to get into that. But today's topic, we're focusing on Dwens. Now, I went to a beach house with my family sometime when I was a wee child, okay? I am not that old, okay? But
Okay, Granny Ree. Yeah, yeah, not that over. Sure. Sure.
when I was a wee child, I went to a beach house with my family and we went upstairs. For some odd reason, the topic turned to spiritual beings. They're like, oh, they think Alajabas does live here? We probably
What?
talk about Alajabas in like a different different episode. But, oh, they think Alajabas does live here? Why do you think Alajabas lives here? Do you think they room here? No. Where we were,
Mm-hmm.
the beach house, it had a lot of forestry around it, like surrounding it. So that's why they're like,
Of all the places to look at around the beach house, it had to be close to the
I
forest.
mean, why not, bro? Why not?
Oh,
Why
why
not?
not? Okay, okay, okay.
I mean, they also went down to the beach in the middle of the night. They probably saw a mermaid for all I know. I don't know. I was asleep. Okay.
Damn, okay. Shit.
But anyway, so as children, we only hear about Dwens mimicking voices that you know, right?
Yes.
My cousin went into her room, and it's not just her alone. They typically try to target you when you're alone, but for some odd reason, this happened when she was accompanied by an ex-cousin. Okay, yes, I have a lot of cousins. My family is huge. um so she went inside. I think they were doing their hair, like prepping, unpacking or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
getting ready for the night because it was nighttime. And all of a
Right.
sudden, right after, oh, Ollie, I don't want to hear no Dwens call me, da 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 da. Then don't provoke it. Don't trouble. If trouble, don't trouble you. And I guess they trouble, okay? So a few minutes go by, they're in their room, and all you hear is a bunch of girls screaming from upstairs because it was
Right.
upstairs and downstairs. So we're literally in the next room. We didn't hear Shaisa, right? We didn't hear anything at all. They came
Mm.
outside. They ran downstairs screaming, Twin! Twin! What? And they're like, so we were in the room. We were in the room. And I heard something call my name, okay? And I didn't want to stand in this way. I just ran. It was a twin. And I'm like, so how do you know? It was like, what else gonna call me? I
I
wasn't gonna
mean,
stay there. I wasn't gonna stick around and find out. Okay, so I left.
no, but like, did it say it in like a whispering ASMR voice, or how did it call her name
I
per se?
have no idea. The fact they didn't elaborate on that. They just said that they just heard something called in their name, but the
Mm-hmm.
room was generally quiet. So the voice was kind of quiet. But it wasn't just the main person who heard her name being called. It was also the other cousin that was there with her that also heard it. And they were like, it is so creepy. I don't know what to do. Like, we don't want to stay here, so we left. I don't want to sleep in that room tonight. Mommy, please sleep with me. This is a grown teenager, by the way, okay? A
Crazy.
grown
But,
teenager
but then again,
is like, Mom, sleep with me.
when you experience something like that for the first time, it justifiably so, you yeah, at least want to have somebody around to have that extra feeling of security.
Mm, yeah, yeah. I'm just glad that I didn't hear anything like, say, they would call you, but they would only call your name, right? They don't ever say, like, come here or whatever. Though, did I tell you about this story where a girl experienced a mimic calling her, and then her mom had to, like, pull her away? And she was like, I heard it too. Did I tell you that story?
No, you didn't. You
Okay.
did not.
So basically that's the whole thing of it. But this what it was a Reddit post, and they were like, I have no idea what the hell called me that night, but it was around 10 p.m. and I had woke up to go use the washroom. And after I used the washroom, I was heading back to my room, and I heard my mom's voice calling me from downstairs. Melanie, Melanie, can you come down here? And she was about to like go downstairs until she passed the coat closet, right? And the door swung open and her mom pulled her in it, and she was like, "Shh, I heard it too." And that's where the story ends.
Wow.
Yeah.
So anticlimactic. So
I was like,
anticlimactic.
bro, what the hell? So you're not gonna go downstairs and find out what it is? I mean, that's horror movie level stuff. Like, you're not
Yeah,
gonna.
it is. It really is.
I would have started praying, honestly. Like, what do you do in that situation? You know?
I mean, kind of just hope for the best, and like try to play it cool as possible. You know, you didn't hear anything, you didn't see anything, and nothing is just watching you through the window with beady eyes. You know. Yeah.
I
You
will
just
good, bro.
you try to stay, as calm as possible, and
Mm,
just focus on whatever's in front of you. The leaf blowing in the wind. Yes.
mm.
You know.
No, eh?
Don't mind that something crawling up the tree you're watching, but just focus on the leaf. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No. I think my last spooky story that I have, we're gonna wrap it off with what we started with, okay?
Okay.
So, Haitian folklore. There was a Haitian story that I heard over on TikTok
Mm,
by the creator called Alien, okay?
alien.
Um,
All right.
this is the level of mind my own business I want to achieve, okay? So, she told a story about a grandfather.
Mm,
My grandfather didn't go, and so we'll say my grandfather, okay?
right.
My grandfather went to, well, he went to work in
Mm,
Haiti where he lived. It didn't really have much light when he was coming back home, right? Because he worked a long shift, so he would usually come back at night. So he's walking and the road is kind of like dark. Now I could be telling the story wrong. I'm just telling it that interests me and how I remember it, because I could not be bothered to go back and find the actual video. Right? But anyway, so he's walking back home, and at some point in walking, he's
mm.
like, there are no houses at that point, right? It's just straight
Bush.
bush, right? Just straight bush. And like a few street lights, but very spaced out. And he hears from behind him people running. Okay?
Nah, man. Nah. Hell no.
Yeah, yeah, like out of the
I
blue,
would
he
have just
just
start running too. To be honest, just
he
don't even watch
facts,
behind.
right?
Just start
Black
running.
people don't ask questions. Black people don't ask questions. They just start running. Black people don't ask questions. If we hear running or we see somebody running, we run into, okay? Like, we ask questions after. As long as we at safety. But so yeah, he was just walking, hearing these people running behind him, and the footsteps are getting closer, and he does not turn around. And I'm like, okay, you see the first part where he heard running behind him, and he didn't like batter eyelash,
Yeah.
batter eyelash. Okay,
Eilish. Like Billie Eilish cousin, Butter Eilish.
Hi.
Ah,
Anyway, he didn't batter eyelash. I probably would have been fine there. Okay, like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna turn around for every time I hear somebody running behind, like, right? Okay, fine. But when they're like literally right behind you and you're waiting for them to pass, but they don't pass, bro, my automatic instinct is to turn around and be like, "You're
mm-mm.
gonna pass," but
Yeah,
I.
but no. If like they don't pass, but somebody's sprinting toward you, right?
Mm.
Would you really turn around if you feel like I don't know, like would you really be
Bro,
wary?
would you turn around if you heard running footsteps come up behind you? Like they
Excuse
stop
me, I
right
will be
behind
nowhere
you?
near the area. Call me Flash, right? I will be gone. I will be
That
gone.
is not
I will not
true.
be there, right? Simple.
That's not
Simple.
true. I do not believe that. Only we got daddy long legs over here. It's like
Crazy. Like,
I'm
you will
gone.
see speed. You will see speed. When I tell you speed,
All right,
call me
Speedy
like the
Gonzalez.
McQueen's cousin. I am speed.
All right, he continues walking, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then they start talking behind him. He's hearing talking behind him, and it's getting louder. It's almost to a shouting volume, and he does not turn around because there is one rule when you walk home late at night. in Haiti. If you heard something, no, you
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
So he's there minding his own business, walking home, and then he gets close to his house and he sees his neighbor's house
Hmm.
on fire. The whole thing is on fire. Now, we have a quote here. If you see a neighbor house on fire, you wet yours first. Okay? And I guess that was how I justified him just passing his neighbor's house straight, going to his own house. And he went on, but the thing is that he went on sleep. He went on
Wow.
sleep. And he woke up the next day. Okay, he's not a heartless man. He just knows the protocols. He
Right.
checked his neighbor first, and the house was as if nothing happened. Everyone was alive and well. And I guess, one of my grandfather's next grandchildren had asked him, so why didn't you check at that, the night before? And he was like, you don't even know what could have happened if I did run inside in a panic, like, oh my gosh, everyone, you need to come. The neighbor's house is on fire. Everyone would have died. Everyone would have died. So, yeah. Moral of the story, if you heard something, no, you didn't. If you see something, no, you didn't. Okay? I see no evil. I hear no evil. That is the level of
Listen, they can't see you if you stand perfectly still. Shout out Drax, you know?
that is the level of mind my own business I want to aspire to achieve. You know?
Uh,
Oh my gosh. Anyway, I think I'm gonna let you talk for this one. So I'm gonna prompt you a question, right?
all
I got
right.
a question for you.
Yes.
It's been a while since I had that scene. I got a question for you. If Let me know your game plan.
All right.
If you were stuck in the deadliest apocalypse ever, right? And I mean, it have death angels from A Quiet Place, it have invisible creatures from Bird Box, and it have weeping angels from Doctor Who.
So basically just check out then, essentially. Just completely just check out. Just leave. Leave. Jesus take the wheel, right? That's it, that because that's what I hear right now.
And for added measure, we'll put some zombies inside there too.
Wow.
Yeah. Let me know your game plan, bro.
My game plan? What like what are you supposed to do? You can't even go outside.
You can't stay inside either, though.
But I think so. You know what? You know what? I will wish upon a star and rub as many lamps as I could to make a genie turn me into a cloud. Right? Simple, simple. Because that is just like the best option at this point. Because there's no way out. There's no way out. You're not living. You're not living at all. Okay. I'm sorry to say, you are not him. I am not him. She is not her. Right? We gonna die. We are not the chosen ones. Do you understand?
I don't like how you speak in French up in here, okay? I don't like the French that we use up in here. But we. I don't know about that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and fight for it. Okay.
Are you going to try and fight? Well, I wish you
But
the best of luck.
you are royally screwed. I would say so. Okay, you are truly, utterly, royally screwed because you have to watch for death angels and zombies to know where the France you're gonna go. Right. You have
Mhm.
to not make any sounds because death angels, they cover most of the sensory things that we have, which is hearing, sight, and sound. Okay, the only thing that they don't have is the feel and touch. Right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
No, imagine, imagine how messed up it is that you have to go outside or like peep through your window to check out how far the zombies are. We try not to make any noise here because death angels can hear us, okay, from like
You know,
30
you know,
miles away.
like God forbid you start to pass gas when you're nervous, right? If you're one of those people that
Oh
get
my
nervous,
gosh,
like when
bro, today I would have died. the amount, the amount of
no, because
times.
like you will be cooked, bro. You just trying to you hear a crick or a noise, and then you see like something just moving, and then you hear like the highest pitch gas pass any
I don't know.
that you've experienced. So it's like
Wear padded pampers. I don't.
that don't help. That's not gonna muffle the song. There's no songproof Pampers. The last time I check, right,
Mm,
they don't make
yeah.
songproof Pampers for babies, right? So
I find it so sad that you're just gonna take the easy way out, bro. Like you're not even
Take
gonna
it easy.
fight. But
See, I know.
anyway, so back
Listen,
to
listen, listen. I bless myself without having to face bullshit. Right? That the boo boo, the straight boo boo situation that I was implanted into. Right?
okay,
I bought
okay,
to
but
enter the cheat code, left, right, up, down, left, right, down, down, back, and just have a jetpack and just fly into outer space and
you
just yeah.
can't have a jetpack because jetpacks are loud. You would die from a death angel before you even get chance to
Ah,
ascend.
either way, I checking out. Either way, I checking out. So,
I don't
it's
I don't want to die from a death angel though. But anyway, so you go by the window to check out the scenes
like, mhm.
because it is your sole duty to replenish yourself. And, the things that you count on survival for water and food. The GWN is not going to help you here. Okay.
That,
So,
wow.
so anyway,
Mhm.
so that's when you see it. Whatever the heck those people in Bird Box saw, you saw that. And then you say, you know what? Screw this shit. I am done effed already because now they're gonna attack you because you saw them and they know you
Right.
saw that. And you turn around. Well, not turn around completely, but like your eyes move sideways to look at
Mhm.
it as you're accepting death and you see a weeping angel. That's it there. I don't know what you would do at that point in time.
I would just kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. just. I would just accept that my time has reached. It
Nice.
is.
Okay, out of like all four, which one would you rather like go out by? I feel like being eaten alive would be terrible. So not zombies.
Oh no, yeah, no, because you would feel every second of that. That's not the most pleasurable thing to experience before you finally your consciousness fade into existence. So how
uh
about we not get eaten alive?
not a weeping angel either, because
No,
that's gonna take a while.
yes.
Yeah, the constant fear, the survival instincts would kick in if you say, you know what, I'm just gonna turn around. I'm just gonna turn around, and it will just come and get me. But then it'll be like, I don't want to die. Let's look at it. So nah, not weeping angels either. I don't know. I don't know if I want to see something so horrific before I die, as in you know whatever the heck those people saw in Bird Box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not the final face I want to gaze upon before I see my
Um,
end. For
Zombies would
me, I
be
think it
painful
would be the
as
Death
well
Angel.
because they
We said
just slowly.
we said zombies already.
All right. The things from a quiet place. I mean, would be the fastest maybe.
The Death Angel, yeah, because they were just,
Yeah.
but they could body block you and you'd be dead, bro.
Exactly. Not to mention those talons that they have. Just one time, cut in half, whoosh, done.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess that would be the fastest, but that would suck
Mm.
royally. So,
Yeah.
you know what I was just thinking about from
What?
from from day one in the theater where this lady was just yelling out her somebody's name in the street, and then this death angel just
Oh,
spared her,
yes.
running
Yeah.
spear. Oh my gosh. Rest in peace, Suzanne. You will be missed.
So we're gonna end this one off on a light note. But before we do, please let us know in the comment section wherever you're listening to this. Okay, if it's on
Mhm.
Spotify, on YouTube, God knows where in the future. But let us know, how would you try to survive the deadliest apocalypse? And if you had to choose one to unalive yourself, which one would you choose? And
Yes, from our
why?
lovely selection, pristine selection that we have picked out for you all.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna try to say it again for the people in the back that didn't know, okay, or didn't
And
hear,
please don't
didn't
say
get
run,
the
especially if
list.
you're not active enough. Please don't say run away because you ain't going anywhere fast. All right, just put that out there. The first ones to die in zombie movies, shout out Zombieland, right? Are the people that don't have cardio up. You know what I mean? So don't say run away because you're gonna get
You
touched.
can't tell
Right?
people not to exercise, bro. Listen, running is fine, but not in this case because death angels will get you
They're going to
because
when they
you're gonna
catch
make a lot of noise when you're running. So yeah. But anyway, the esteem line that we have selected for you for this question. Just to reiterate, death angels from A Quiet Place, the invisible creatures from Bird Box. They're not actually invisible. People actually see them, but we don't want to go local here, right? The Weeping Angels from Doctor Who, and zombies from any zombie movie that of your choosing, or any zombie game. If you choose The Last of Us zombies, I do not know what to tell you. God be with you, okay? Because why would you choose that? Why
brother,
would you choose?
brother, good luck. Here's a Fanta Light, bruv. Be on your way out. Good luck with
But
that.
yes, let us know how you will survive it, and if you were to exit, which one would you rather have? Have you move on to the afterlife, where you probably might meet that witch doctor from Princess and the Frog.
Wow, that's you
Anyway,
still on.
yes, yes. Anyway,
Uh,
anyway. So on a lighter note, let's talk about Dominion. I said that, and to me, my brain translated it to Dominions.
mhm.
Not that, okay? The Minions, okay? From
The
Despicable
minions.
Me. Yes, the
Banana.
Minions.
Hey, hold on. Before we talk about banana, right?
I wish you
Just now,
didn't
just
say
now, just now,
banana.
just now, just now. For those listening to us, right? Do y'all know this team called Banana? Because this girl right here, right? I found the most
I've
amazing game on Steam. It's called Banana.
exactly,
The
exactly. The
entire
most
concept of this
elite
game
game
is to
on
click
Steam
the banana.
said
You just
banana.
click the
Yes.
banana. You know
You
what I
know
mean?
what would have made it interesting? If every click you peel the banana. Okay?
Wow, that
But no, like you peel off one tenth of the banana, and then it just goes
what
on until the the banana is completely peeled. But I wish you had like it open, because you went on this tangent. But I really want you to read that comment that it had, because that comment was top tier. That comment really sold the game for me with all the banana puns that it had.
oh, wait, hold on, just now. Let me do some digging real quick. Right, here we go. Oh, I found it. I found it. I found it. Okay, so everybody listening, right? This is the best sales pitch for a game about a banana ever, right? Banana, roller coaster of peel-tastic joy and potassium-fueled despair. The community, much like a right bunch, is tight-knit and supportive, always ready to lend a hand, open brackets, or banana, close bracket. Online forums buzz with activity, a virtual fruit market of ideas, strategies, and shared laugh. This camaraderie enriches the game experience, transforming it from a mere monkey business to a heartwarming banana bonding journey. So go bananas, join the bunch, because in this game, not just because this game is not just appealing, it's appealing. You get it? You get it? No, no. Anyways, that was it. That was the greatest sales pitch about a game about a banana. So feel free to check out Banana on Steam. Let us know if you do.
I think people will, because there's a clicker game that's out there now. Markiplier played it. I think someone
Ah,
else played it. Yeah, yeah. People are into clicker games now, and if their favorite clicker game was about pressing fruit, then okay.
hey. Everybody's different.
Mm.
We don't judge here. You know, click away. Enjoy
Yes,
your
click
potassium-filled
away.
fun. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, just now. So I have a theory about the minions. Okay,
Okay, so what is this theory?
it's not my theory. I heard it somewhere.
Okay,
But
okay.
the theory goes that the minions from the Despicable Me franchise are actually quite intelligent.
Interesting. Expand.
So, the first movie actually gives us a lot of clues. So, I'll be focusing on clues from the first movie. They understood and knew how to use tools since the beginning of time, essentially. At the beginning of the Despicable Me movies, I think it was, the very beginning of Despicable Me 1,
Yeah.
they already knew what clothes were, and we saw them show up on land wearing such items made from seaweed, leaves, and even they made their own goggles, bro.
Really.
Yeah. Humans didn't know how to use tools till like 2.6 million years ago,
Yeah.
but the
Yeah.
minions were making them in the Cretaceous period when dinosaurs roamed the earth, which is over 66 million years ago. Not to mention, they were able to speak. Some theorists believe that they created language because they were talking during that time.
Ah.
So They spoke different languages.
I see. Okay, interesting, interesting, interesting. I mean, yeah, they were really intelligent because when I was watching the Minion movie, right? They they already knew how to dress themselves. They were already looking for how to identify what was the strongest thing at that time, even though they end up killing that thing over and over and over again.
Oh yeah.
It's
So
like so
so the theory goes is that they created all languages because they didn't just speak one language, and they still don't speak one language. They have their own type of gibberish. Okay. So
yeah, that's true.
excuse me. They said words like banana, sea, boss, and pinata. The earliest record of language only dates back to 2 to 300,000 years ago. So if they were the ones to invent language, then they were the source for languages such as English, French, Spanish, Arabic, and derivatives of those languages.
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about learning or like finding out that little small creatures were the ones that were like banana. And like, these are your forefathers. They created language. I
Really?
don't know how I feel about that. How do you feel about that though?
I mean,
Would you be okay learning history like that?
it'd be interesting, and I'd be amazed at like what created these languages, and I'd be like, yo,
Mm,
he's pretty dope because he could have said banana when
mm.
everybody else said ugh. You know what I mean? So I would think that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so like I want to touch on this. I wasn't going to talk about it, but since you brought it up, I'll like
Mm.
touch on it. You said that how they were looking for the strongest diabolical being out there, even though like they killed most of them. The
Yeah.
only person that they did not kill was Drew.
Grew.
Gru.
Yeah.
Gru, right? And the theory goes that minions are immortal. And what if they want the world to be a better place? All right. So they disguise their true intentions by looking for the most diabolical being. But if they stray from the path of like, or like not stray from the path, but become too evil, that's when they execute them. Like you saw it,
Mm.
okay, a whole pyramid fell on top of a guy. If they were with Napoleon, okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
to be fair, watching it, it's very hard to dispute that that cannon that was pointing straight the whole time just happens to point down at Napoleon when he's in front of it. It's kind of sus, bro. It's indisputable that it wasn't on purpose. It's like Belle when the beast like turns into a human after so
Wow.
long.
That's
It's
crazy.
on that level, okay? And they also were with Dracula.
Yes, I remember that.
They knew fully well because they would have had to know. They would have had to know for that long because we don't know how long they were actually like with this person, right?
Yeah.
That's undead, and they just so chose to open the curtains in his room, knowing fully well this dude is gonna turn into a crispy bacon. Okay, crispy bacon.
But I was like, but like, did they really know he would turn into crispy bacon though? That's the thing.
I don't know, but they look like they don't have any sympathy, so they just moved on with life because who could be bothered, okay? And then they met Gru, right? They met
Yeah.
Gru, and they haven't killed Gru in any way, shape, or form because Gru was evil, right? In
Yeah.
like the first movie, he was evil, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there were ample opportunities for them to like get rid of him.
But
But
then again, you have to take into consideration, right?
he
He did turn.
turned,
He did turn. We have to take
yeah.
into consideration, right? Gru was broke evil. So the stuff that he was stealing was
Broke
not
Evil is
like
insane. He stole the moon, bro. What do you mean?
no. That's the ending of the movie, right? Or close to the end of the movie. But I'm talking about in the beginning when he was showing off all the stuff that he stole. We saw the Jumbotron from New York and then the Eiffel Tower, a small one from a gift shop in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? So it's like the broke evil versus, actually evil. Where Vector had the whole pyramids painted blue in the back of his house. You know what I mean?
You
So
know, so why didn't follow Vector instead of Gru?
I no,
Maybe they
but no,
didn't want to.
No, you see, it didn't make sense at the time, right? It didn't make sense at the time until you watched the Minion movie, right?
Yeah,
So it kind of made sense why they followed Gru, because Gru froze the girl and then stole the crown, right?
yeah.
So then they were like, "Whoa, this dude's cool." But that was Kid Gru.
Nah,
Kid Gru was
he's
not broke Gru, because
diabolical.
Kid Gru was just a kid, but then adult Gru was broke evil. So then they just kind of he was boss, and boss was alive still, so they didn't need to move on from boss because boss was still alive, you know.
You think you think they like okay, going off of what you said, maybe they did stick around knowing fully well like, okay, well, he can't get too evil. So we'll just keep an eye on him in case he does come into wealth and then we'll see where he goes with that.
I mean,
But then
I
he ended up
can't.
changing before he got excess amount of wealth. So
Yeah, true, true, true.
yeah. But anyway, so another point that is shown is that the minions have also had the knowledge and understanding of how to use blueprints and build advanced structures like the pyramids of Giza for as long as as humanization, right? Because how else they're gonna execute the pharaoh,
Hmm,
right?
hmm.
But you know what kind of surprised me was that yeah, they know how to read it, but it just so happened that the blueprint was upside down, but yet the pyramid was not built upside down.
Well,
Did you notice that? Because
oh,
like
right. Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, like they knew fully well what they were doing, bro. Like again, it's you can't tell me they didn't do it on purpose.
Ah,
Oh,
boy, that's. I don't know. I don't know. I can't
right.
say.
They are quite cunning creatures, aren't they? So, following the fall of Napoleon, the millions, the minions. My words are getting mixed up. Okay. Following the fall of Napoleon, the minions retreated into an ice cave, which was, let's say, around the year 1812, and they left the cave in 1968. By calculations, they spent over 150 years cut off from the world and its advances in technology. These creatures are truly, truly immortal. Okay, because to
Yes,
survive in an
yes,
ice cave for
yes.
that long, bro. But anyway, they knew how to use clothes before even humans existed. So
Yeah, they
you
knew how to
we
say
give them
banana.
pass.
They knew how to say Kevin, Bob as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know,
It's safe to say that, they are supreme in every sense of the word. But they just like to act dumb for whatever reason, I don't know. But yet, still, in the 60s, they already immediately understood and knew how to use television. They also knew how to use a TV guide to find something to watch, showcasing that they could read as well, even though they were separated from society for 150 years. Television wasn't invented till 1927, but they knew and understood it despite that. So
oh, yes, yes, yes. It's
I
very
heard
interesting.
this fact.
Very
I heard
interesting.
this fact, right?
Right.
About the minions because it's literally in the movie. But it had me thinking. I'll probably like discuss more of this topic in a next episode. But it had me thinking about Undead Unlock
Hmm.
and this one anime that I just recently watched that's quite absurd. Uh Devilman Crybaby, right?
Oh, yes, you went down that rabbit hole.
It's quite fitting for Wonderland. But um please don't watch it. It's not quite fitting for Hatters of Wonderland. But yeah, it's quite fitting for me to go down that rabbit hole. But so in both animes they have an underlying ending theme, which was that the world is on a loop cycle, that everything just repeats itself. And I'm wondering, since the minions are immortal, right? Like undead from Undead Unlock,
Hmm.
if that's how they knew what a TV was, because we just essentially history repeats itself. It's a saying for a reason, you know? And they're just
Hmm.
like, okay, it might look slightly different now, but we know what this is.
Right.
And that's how they were able to like immediately grasp concepts of new technology, even though they were not trapped, even though they chose to be in a cave for over 150 years, separated from society.
I mean, it's not a bad theory by any means. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but we have like three more points. And so you keep that in mind, right? Because the next one is kind of what makes me think, okay, yeah, this is a thing. They invented things before the time society even had it or came up with the idea, such as creating Christmas lights and spotlights while in the
Yeah,
cave
yeah. When they were
when they
playing football, yeah, yeah.
when they were entertaining the Yetis, and the invention of powerful batteries, because
Hmm.
it have to run somehow, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That can run the amount of energy through the cave for the lights to work and be stable. Okay, that wasn't invented until the late 1800s, and this was all while they were still isolated from society in
Yeah,
1812.
yeah.
So tell me the world is not on a loop in Despicable Me.
I mean, it very well could be. You know what I mean? It very well could be because
Yeah.
minions are just like the origin of everything. They are the creators. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. Should we go down that rabbit hole? I don't want to. I don't like. Anyway, let me finish. Anyway, all right. The second to last one that I have. During that time in the cave, they also had a working telephone, and telephones weren't invented until 1877. All right.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
The things that mostly mind boggled me and other theorists is that they were able to create some sort of advanced greenhouse technology for growing crops while in an ice cave, because when they left the cave there was 1 million, right? As if
Mm,
coming out of the freaking ocean saying banana wasn't enough. There was 1 million who pulled out a banana to eat, right?
hmm.
Let's say, where was this war? Let's say the cave was in Borodino, which was where the war took place. The Napoleon, the
Yeah, yeah.
war that Napoleon was in took place. Okay, that's in the northern part of Russia, which is so cold that trying to plant banana trees there without advanced greenhouse technology will be futile, because they won't be able to stand the temperature because of those trees. They're usually found in tropical climates. They need warmth, bro. They
Yeah.
need warmth to survive. So yeah, as far as I know, we still don't have that type of technology now. Like, our greenhouses can only grow like basic stuff, not bananas, not banana trees yet. So they still surpass actual human technology today.
Mm,
But yeah, I feel like they lived through the earth looping so many times that they just have this vast amount of knowledge and refuse to speak properly, because why would you? Why would you? Right? They were the source of all languages because, again, they lived through the earth repeating itself.
yep.
And yeah, I hope that's my theory, that they live in a time loop, and that's how they knew all those things. That's how they were able to know what clothes were, that when they went into the ice cave they also knew how to make warm clothing so that they don't
Yeah.
freeze to death, even though they are quite immortal, so I don't really know. But yeah, all those things, they invented a lot of things, quote unquote,
Hmm, hmm.
before it even had time to appear in society, or they saw it appear in society. So yeah, these little yellow tic tacs are very, very intelligent. But that's just a theory, a film theory. Okay, yes, that's where I got this from. I wanted to tell you. So, what you thought
Uh,
about that?
I mean, yeah, it does have some good points, you know.
Yeah.
And it really makes you wonder, you know,
Mm,
like did they create everything, or did they just like, you know, they need, like, because they lived it before, they just took the necessary information and just went, because they obviously learn stuff if the world repeats itself, right? So they just took the
yeah.
necessary information and just, you know, use that for survival. Or
Mm,
were they actually ones that invented stuff in previous loops, and then like
mm,
nobody just knows about it, and like nobody knows about it because, like they said, they invent something or they come up with something, and then boss, whichever boss they had at the time, was the one that
mhm,
actually made it popular amongst humans,
mm.
you
Okay,
know.
okay.
So
But
it's pretty interesting.
what if because they're immortal and they saw the world so many times that they saw it end from diabolical bosses so many times. That's why they're like, okay, the minions appeared and they were looking to, they have one purpose, and that's to find the most diabolical of, evils to serve as boss, right? And
Right.
that's why when they get too out of hand, they ended up mink, right? They ended up taking them out because they're like, listen, we saw the world end so many times that we just
Hmm.
want this one to be peaceful, and you all not gonna make that happen. So they just got rid of them. That's why they were looking for bosses and stuff.
I mean, hey, that could be a thing too. You know.
Let us know your thoughts down in the
Yes.
comment section
Yes.
below. But that's all the time we have for this episode of Mad Hatters Podcast. We hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to download the episodes on Spotify. Give us 5 stars, as well as like, comment, subscribe. Make a discussion down in the comment section, okay? If you're listening to this on YouTube. And follow the Facebook page if you don't have Discord. We're gonna update the community there, or follow the Instagram if you're not ancient like us here and don't have a Facebook. Okay. We're going to try to be active on there as well. We have a Discord community. Let us know if you want to join. I'll have a more permanent link and where you could find it. And I'll probably post that on Instagram, as well as the description of one of the future episodes. And we'll see you in Wonderland the next time we jump down that rabbit hole.
Bye bye.